Hey guys, how's it going? So yesterday, the 21st of January, we had our Monroe County Commissioners Board meeting, and I went there, and I was going there to try to promote a Pro 2A resolution, a sanctuary resolution, if you will. And look, I was optimistic about it, tried to put out as much public information as I could on it, and I'll just cut to the chase, guys. It didn't happen yesterday. In fact, at the last minute, it was removed from the meeting and wasn't even on the agenda. But I'm going to show you guys some clips here going forward. We're going to do this as a little series, if you will. I'm going to start off tonight showing myself speaking in front of the Board of Commissioners, the county commissioners. And here's the deal. This topic is really important to people in Michigan and, of course, Monroe County. But I think every Pro 2A person out there, every person that believes in our God-given rights, should follow this and see what's going on here in Monroe County, because maybe your county's already passed sanctuary, and if it did, awesome. Maybe you're trying right now. Maybe you're going to succeed, maybe you won't. But here's the key. We went there yesterday. We definitely made our voices heard. Look, I showed up. I didn't know if anyone else was going to be there. Here's the awesome part. Dozens of patriots came in. So many people. People from Monroe County, people that drove halfway across the state. I got to meet so many of you guys yesterday, people that had been subscribers to the channel, but now I call you guys my friends, you know, fellow patriots. And I'm going to go through here, and this meeting lasts an hour and a half, so I'm going to split it up into several, videos. And two things, you guys are going to see some true patriots here, and some things that people, said, just regular community members, people just like you, people just like me. And I'm also going to be putting in some of the footage of what some of the county commissioners said, what the chairman did, what the chairman said, things like that. And look, we're not done fighting in Monroe yet. We're not done at all. There's still a lot to do. And I hope it doesn't have to come to the elections, but if that's what it takes, that's what we're going to do. So tonight's going to be the first installment. I'm going to do a little series, if you will, from this Monroe County Board of Commissioners Second Amendment resolution meeting. And wow, guys, I'm not going to say with today's speaker because that's going to be me, but just wait, just follow this. I'm going to put it out over several days, and some really, really powerful, talks or speeches, if you will, from some fellow patriots. And I'm putting this video out there just so you guys can see how this goes at the grassroots level, the county level. Sometimes it's frustrating, and you're going to see some frustration as this series goes on, but you're also going to see some encouragement. And for those of you guys out there that think you're all alone, and this can't be done, look, it's going to be tough. Nobody ever said freedom's free. In fact, it's the complete opposite. But we got to keep fighting, guys. So I'm going to bring this to the public light to offer encouragement, not only in my county, but counties across the whole United States of America, because we all need to have each other's back, no matter where we are. So today I'm going to include, what I had to say. I'm going to keep putting videos out over the next week or so regarding this topic. And look, some of you guys are only here for the gun reviews. I'm going to work double time, and I still have gun reviews scheduled in the very near future. The G2C project gun, I'm going to have the initial shooting footage of that very soon. Some check pistols and things like that. So I'm not going to only do this, but I'm going to be putting these videos out. And let me know down in the comments what you guys think. What's going on in you guys' counties? I'm going to, like I said, just put forth some things fellow patriots and citizens said, and hopefully that offers some encouragement to you. Because here's what it comes down to, guys. There's a reason why not many of us trust the government anymore. It kind of sucks. I learned last night, even on the local level, these people are still, in many cases, politicians nonetheless. But we can't give up that easy. They've been chipping away at our rights forever. We've already have ourselves in a hole to get to the point where we are today. But we just had a really positive rally in Virginia. And even though Sanctuary County did not get passed in Monroe County and actually wasn't even on the agenda, it was still very inspiring for me. I was honored to be there. So without further ado, I'm going to show you guys what I had to say. And then you guys can come back tomorrow, and I'm going to introduce you guys to some cool patriots that might give you guys some ideas or inspiration, because they certainly have for me. And for all of you guys that I met last night, it was totally awesome. Totally loved meeting you guys, seeing you guys. Feel honored to be there with you, and met some new friends. Alright guys, check this out. And I rise today. Originally I was here to support the Second Amendment sanctuary resolution. pro-Second Amendment that Commissioner Moore had introduced. I find out that it's not here. Disappointed to hear that. And I realize you guys just passed a resolution to support the Bill of Rights. And of course we should support the Bill of Rights, but we don't see all of them being under attack in the same way that the Second Amendment is. You see, there's a nationwide movement right now where here's the problem with this country, and it's starting at the ground level. And I'm kind of seeing that problem here today, where we had a duly elected public servant such as Greg Moore. He introduced something. You know, I heard the commissioner say something earlier about the chairman, with all due respect, about social media. Yeah, this is the year 2020. And I put out a video about some of the gun control in Michigan, and it got 70,000 views. I've also put out other videos about resolutions that we would like to see in Monroe County that have also received thousands of views. And there's a lot of patriots here today that are here to support this Second Amendment resolution. So you guys can sit there, and I know it's going to be tough for some of you guys. Some of you might say, well, I'm pro-gun, you know, different political parties. But you might be afraid you lose some votes if you actually stand for the Second Amendment. You know what? It's kind of tough to run for political office and to be represented by the people, but that's why we're here. We want all of you guys to have an up or down vote, yay or nay. Because part of this republic is mentioned on the agenda to the republic, you know, in the Pledge of Allegiance. You know, we have a representative republic here, and all of us are looking at the polls. And many of us care about a lot of issues, and I care about a lot of issues. But when it comes to the Second Amendment, I'm a single issue voter. And there's a lot of people like that. So we want to know who's going to stand with the Second Amendment specifically, pointedly. Not just that, oh, well, we took an oath and we're going to stand with the Bill of Rights generally. No, we're going to vote for people that stand for the Second Amendment. I'm very proud that Commissioner Asper, who's actually my district commissioner, tried to make a stand publicly for the Second Amendment today. I'm not going to put words in any other commissioner's mouth, and I would never do that. I've had Commissioner Moore come out publicly and support the Second Amendment. I'm just going to speculate that I don't know if any of the other commissioners support the Second Amendment. You know what's kind of interesting? We started off this meeting in prayer, which means that most of us probably believe in God, or at least acknowledge God, and I'll speak for myself and say that I do. But we pray to God, and then we look at our other founding documents that say our rights are endowed on us by our Creator. And you know, the Second Amendment and the government, they never gave us the right to keep and bear arms. Instead, what they did is they acknowledged it was a natural right that predated any form of government, including the federal government, the state of Michigan government, and our local district commissioners that are here today. See, you guys didn't give us that right. So you really can't take it away from us, but we want to put people in office that are going to stand by their oath to defend the Constitution of the United States of America, as well as the Michigan Constitution, which I would know. Article 1, Section 6 gives us specific rights to keep and bear arms. And this wasn't in 1776, because as you guys probably know, the Bill of Rights was actually adopted in 1791. But go to the 1960s. That's when Michigan adopted the right to keep and bear arms in the Michigan Constitution. So this is a right that all of us hold, and we need to see who supports it, because I'm not going to stop, guys. I'm going to keep letting the word out, you know. Social media is here. It's here to stay. I reach a lot of people, and I'm going to basically do a video. And I'm going to talk about, well, here's the commissioners who support the Second Amendment publicly. Here's the one that don't. I've sent all of you an email. You've all had the chance to respond. You all have microphones. You all have the chance to respond. I'm hoping that you guys can reconvene. I understand maybe you want to talk about things a little further, but I hope we can come back at the next meeting with a specific pointed Pro 2A resolution. And I would also note, just opining on something I heard as a member of the gallery here, I heard the chairman, that, I don't know, I'm just going to address you as the chairman, because I don't know if we can engage in a colloquy here, but I thought I heard the chairman say that, you know, he doesn't think that this county has the right to do this, and this should be a state issue. Well, I would know. I'm a huge sports fan. I love volleyball, I love football, I played sports. You know, my daughter goes to a private Catholic school and will probably eventually go to SMC, so I'm not taking anything away from them. But there's nothing written down in the state of Michigan Constitution that says we have to do resolutions to support sports teams. But we do, because it's in good faith and it's a good reach out to the community. And I also support sports teams, and it made me proud to see those young men and young ladies up here. But you know what? Sports are awesome. But the Second Amendment says a well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state, the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. And the second part, after the comma, is very important. But look at the first part. Being necessary to the security of a free state. Do you know why we get to enjoy sporting events in this country? Some places you go to, you can't even go to a sporting event. It's outlawed, it's too dangerous. Because the Founding Fathers recognized that being necessary, not optional or maybe, but that it's necessary to keep a free state. That the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. So, we have people in Lansing that have come out, and they've said, we are going to have gun control laws. We are going to infringe on your God-given rights. We have people here in front of us, elected officials, elected representatives. I would hope you would all consider yourselves public servants. And there's a lot of people here who want, have a lot of questions. And it's basically, we want to know, where do you guys stand? I know the convenient thing to do is to table it, to offer kind of a milquetoast secondary resolution that kind of avoids the topic. I get it. You guys are playing politics. But all of us are going to go to the elections this fall. And we want an up and down vote to see where you guys stand. And I respect all of your rights to not own a gun. I respect all of your rights to be the Second Amendment, to be against the Second Amendment. If that's what you want to be, that's fine. But I do ask you guys, with all due respect, to give us an up and down vote on Commissioner Moore's resolution. And I would thank the board and the commissioners for their time and for your public service. Thank you. Thank you. All right, guys. Well, you just heard me at the county commissioners meeting. Did the best I could. Kind of had to switch plans at the last minute because I thought they were going to be there voting on this resolution. But the main point to take away from what I said, whatever you want. If you guys want to use some of my words as inspiration, great. If not, that's totally awesome. But look, we need these people to come forth. It's easy to be political and hide in the shadows and say, well, we just won't vote. That's not acceptable, guys. This is a republic, if we can keep it. All of these county commissioners, not only in my county, but your county, you guys need to get these resolutions forward. Make them vote. Make them get up there and say A or nay. And that way you know right where they stand. Because the curious part, as you're going to see in future videos, they all say they're pro-Second Amendment. They all talk about their shotgun, daddy's shotgun. Some of them have concealed carry permits. But you know what? Keeping a gun, yeah, that's what the Second Amendment guarantees us, that the government can't infringe. But I think I already knew this, but I learned a lot more last night, that just because people like guns and own guns, that has nothing to do with whether they're a patriot. It has nothing to do with the Second Amendment. And quite frankly, some of these people that are some of the biggest gun owners are not on our side, and they can actually be more detrimental to people that are blatantly anti-gun. So that's where I'm at it. I just want them to vote. And I'm going to keep pressing the people of Monroe County to vote. I'm not going to stop until they vote. And for any commissioner, look, I respect you. But here's the deal. You're going to have to vote on this eventually. And if not, we're all going to vote this next fall. And we'll vote someone in who will. So, alright guys. More videos to come in this series. Plenty of other gun-related videos coming up very soon. Alright. Thanks for watching. And have a good one.